Hi guys, my name is Oreoluwa Shonibare, co-founder CEO of WiiCreate, daddy of Joshua, husband of Oreoluwa, and I am here. If you want to give gifts, if you do spontaneous gifting, you can miss, and it's paying you, because you've already given the gift. So in marriage, for the married folks, you can discuss the gift with your partner before you give it, so that you get the best gift for your partner. As my wife is watching this, she'll be laughing, because she knows what I'm talking about. So yes. The person that is not paying me throws the bigger tantrum. Anybody that is paying me, the tantrum is fine, it's end. But yeah, Joshua, it'll be a while before he sees this and understands. So yeah, Joshua.
Hi guys, my name is Oyindamola Bethel, co-founder, CEO of Illuminate Co, the video production company bringing this campaign to you. That's deep. I have to think about it. Recently, I would say help, right? So I'm used to doing things by myself. I'm used to, I can be quite independent. Like even if God says to do something, I always think of how to get it done by myself. But recently, God has been showing up for me through people with help, right? And I think that's just so thoughtful, and it's just helping me see how that is Elroy, the God that sees, and even how that he is very interested, even in a seemingly mundane aspect of my life, and I can trust him with that part of my life. So yeah, I would say with help.
Hi, my name is Felix Ilori. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Illuminate Co. Most creative date idea I've come up with. 3rd of January 1998. Sorry, I just had to do it. Okay, most creative date idea. It would be a picnic, I think. Yeah, picnic. How was it?
And why was it creative?
Why was it creative? Oh my God. Please don't embarrass me. Alright, so I think that's the most creative date idea I've come up with. A picnic and games and oh yeah. So.
Fatherhood has taught me that love is sacrificial. Primarily, before you give birth to a child, you love the child. After you give birth to the child, you still love the child. When the child shits on you, you will still love the child. No matter what the child puts you through, you will still love the child. And that is parenting. So yeah, that love is sacrificial, primarily. And the biggest example of love, obviously, is Jesus Christ loving us. And then that's the core.
Oh, I think, yeah, it's in the small everyday moments, not just the grand gestures, because we can always say, oh, we want to plan for the grand gestures, where we miss out those little things that really matters to the person, right? And in those little moments is when love is formed. So if you're focusing on, oh, I need to do this big thing, and you're forgetting the fact that there's also the small part of the relationship or friendship that you need to work on, that would develop into the grand gesture.
Yeah. It depends. It could be either. So if you are with somebody that is quite helpful, I think it depends on the quality of the person in question. So if you're with somebody that is helpful, somebody that bears and carries your vision, somebody that is invested in your life, right? I think it is a cheat code. But if it is otherwise, if it is you're with somebody that doesn't understand your vision, maybe complains regularly, you're busy but they don't get it, and it just seems like they're always demanding and complaining. It can be an hassle because you're already busy, so now you now have to add on top of that like a nagging slash worrisome partner. So I think that would be like an hassle. So yeah.
Oh, so I think consideration is one thing that really is a hug for me. Like when you consider me in the context of myself, say, oh, because I'm left-handed, oh, so you do something and it involves like, oh, because you're left-handed, do this. Oh, and my wife does a lot of that, where she says, oh, because I know that you'll be busy doing this, so here is this. Or like, when we hit a milestone, she just surprised me with food. And I'm just like, yes. So when she just does something out of consideration for the shege that I've gone through and nobody can see but her.
God, I beg. For real, I think it takes God's help to be able to be a healthy partner, right? Knowing that you might have built up some unhealthy habits and you might be taking it as somebody who is innocent or might not know where these things are coming from. So yeah, I think it's God, I beg, help me.
For a relationship to thrive, it will require hard work, it will require intentionality, and it's not supposed to be run away from, yeah? It's just because, oh, you both are of different backgrounds, you both have different experiences, and coming together to make something work would require sacrifice, it will require a lot of communication. So I think that one thing that I would love to see more is for people to talk about how this part is also a very, very integral part of a relationship. And it doesn't even mean that there's anything dysfunctional about the relationship. It just means that there are two people coming together, and because you've lived your life for 20-something years, like I'm just assuming that maybe you started dating at the age of 20-something, and now you're meeting somebody, and after a few months you guys are kicking off. So there'll be a bit of differences, and I think that that's one part of relationship, love, that I think has been, should be debunked. Thank you.
And Jesus Christ loved us, that he laid down his life. That became real because as a father, as a husband, you actually have to sacrifice to show love. And that is the core of what love is generally. I think before you see, in quotes, a lot of life, you think love is more emotional, but like when you're a lot older, you realize that it's a decision that you constantly pour into, invest in, risk for, sacrifice for, and that is when you have to invest in the love, in what it takes, not necessarily what you can take from. Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so I think it will be act of service. I think that because I said that I used to be very, but I still am, right? I could be very independent. Act of service didn't used to really matter to me because I can do good all by myself. So I think that in those times when I was still in that frame of mind, when people like try to do for me, I'm like, don't worry, this is something that I can get done by myself. And I feel like that was just me being proud at the moment, and taking too much pride in the fact that, oh, all that I can be an island. So I think that it's not funny, but I think that was the way I misconstrued love. Right now, please, by all means, act of service is even like one of my top love languages now. So yeah. It's one of my top, it's not the top. I think the top is still quality time.
All right, so while in secondary school, I went to an all-boys secondary school. So we used to go for outings, and outings as in we got to represent the school in competitions, and I was in the choir. So a lady in another school, which is an all-girls school. She sent a letter through one of my friends. And I read the letter and I gave him back. And now thinking back, I'm like, why did I do that? Because this used to be a big thing that, oh, lady wrote a letter to a guy in the school, and I just saw the letter and I just folded it and gave the guy back. That's not for me. Yeah, thinking back, I think I was just being very naive.
Very interesting. Funniest way I've misinterpreted someone's act of love. When I was younger, when I did something wrong, my daddy and my mommy, my family members, they used to beat me. I think I misinterpreted that act of love because I wanted to run away from the house. So, yeah, misinterpretation of acts of love. In hindsight, absolutely makes sense that they should beat me because there were some stupid things I did that, honestly speaking, it was bad. Well, I deserved it. Yeah, the book balance.
Very, very deep. I think it will be that love is a gift, meant to be enjoyed, meant to be cherished, meant to be appreciated, and I think that's one lesson that I would, and now in every aspect, right? So the relationships in your life, the people God has blessed you with, the friends, the family. I think that right now I'm in a place where I really, really cherish the people God has placed in my life. So I wish I was this intentional about it like years before.
But I think one lesson that I learned about love that I wish I understood better earlier is just how much it takes to have an intentional relationship, marriage. Yeah, I think we expect things to just work, but it takes work to actually make it work. So understanding that it is, like what I said about earlier, investment, you constantly, continuously have to sacrifice for the relationship to work, for the marriage to work. And once you get that, I think you get into a relationship with a different mindset. I think when you're younger, you want to just nice vibes, nice energy, let's go out. But like when you get married, you now start to think of sustainability, what works, how you should think about things. It's just different. And I think I dare say it's even better because now you are fully thinking about what next, planning, yeah. So I think just understanding that love is not just a fairy tale, and then that you meet the right person, but you have to work even with the right person. Yeah, and now I understand that marriage is two people working on themselves as they go. So even if you meet the right person, you still work on each other as you go. So everything's work. But it's worthwhile work. Yeah.
Yes, love is work. Yeah, it is not the butterflies in the belly. Right? The butterflies fly away, but it's left for you to go and find them. And you can imagine how hard catching a butterfly is. So you need to put in the work to make sure that the butterflies are always in the garden.